Good day guys, nice to have you here. Argus probably is the Mobile Legends hero with the longest running revamp. Not only has he received revamps in the past, his most recent revamp is in the making for almost a year now. And that's excluding the pre-advanced server version. I'm not really sure what direction he will be headed to in the end, though I have high hopes that before November, we will have his final version. For now, let me show you his current version on the advanced server. And again, for those folks who's not aware yet, his ultimate now has a very short cooldown and also has slow immunity. However, the duration was sacrificed and is currently 3 seconds only. Initially, I considered this his worst adjustment yet, but actually, while it's not amazing, it's not exactly bad. Stay tuned for I will explain why, and as always, provide some tips and explanation behind my decisions on this game. Before we continue though, I want to give my shoutouts to Wolf107, and he too hosts a YouTube channel, so make sure to give him some love. Benedetta's power spike begins the moment she gets her ultimate, which is why the first 2 minutes of the game is crucial. It is highly suggested for you to aggressively zone her as much as you can in order to force her to lose experience and gold. Despite her stronger kit, if you are ahead in terms of experience and gold, you can still overpower her. If you are successful in doing so, then all you have to do is keep the pressure up.
Show yourself, you foolish being. Bloodshed and violence nourish me.
First blood.
Benedetta is attempting to freeze lanes, but she is doing an awful job, mainly because she is too far from my minions. Because of her actions, she won't be able to get the experience and gold that she needs in order to survive this game. And as you can also see, because of the pressure I built earlier on the game, I'm now ahead by 1 level.
My heart can run this. But yeah, I'm afraid it would be forever.
You have slain an enemy.
In less than 2 minutes, I have reached level 4. This seals her fate. Either she defends this lane and lose out more on experience and gold due to my dominance, or she leaves this lane and switches her focus on the middle lane. Regardless though, it's going to be all downhill from here for their team.
I'm afraid it would run hell.
An enemy has been slain.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
The shadow
You have slain an enemy.
abyss. Nourish me. I am the only judge of myself.
Been destroyed. Killing spree.
Bloodshed and violence nourish me.
Mega kill.
Some think you're dead, but that won't be me.
I was too cocky. I was hoping to do something spectacular like wait for him to dash ahead, then I will use my first skill stun, but I failed. Well, the things I do to entertain you guys.
You destroyed the turret. You have slain an enemy.
Some think you're dead, but that won't be me. I am defiant.
You destroyed the turret.
Now let's discuss a little bit more about the adjustments. While it's true that with a shorter duration he is more susceptible to stun and other hard crowd control, he is however extremely powerful against slows. Now let's get a better picture and discuss how this would unfold in an actual ranked game.
Chase me, Susie! Chase me!
Show yourself.
Under normal conditions, there should be 2 to 3 heroes with hard crowd control skills on your enemy side of the team. Then 1 or 2 would normally have softer crowd control like slopes. Now think about it. If the enemy team wastes 2 to 3 hard crowd control skills just to stop you, again, just to stop you, the solo laner, isn't that a good thing for your core hero or your actual carry? That only means they no longer have hard crowd control skills to stop either your assassin or marksman, whatever that carry may be. Which may be a bad thing for you, but is a good thing for your team. In other words, the real win here is your intimidation, the presence of Argus while on his ultimate. Now what makes this more effective is you can use it more frequently now due to its extremely low cooldown. As a matter of fact, Argus ultimate had one of the longest cooldown in the past, and right now, it actually has a much shorter cooldown than most other ultimates from the entire game.
Don't ever say her name. The name Raphaela. Be judged.
Here's another one. How many solo laners have multiple hard crowd control skills? And I didn't include mages because, quite frankly, mages are vulnerable against Argus in my opinion due to their squishiness. So let's focus on fighters. So currently if we focus on fighters alone, there are 5 of them. Yes, there are tons of solo laners with crowd control, but most of them only have 1, which means you can either dispel such crowd control or simply let it run its course, then use your ultimate once needed. So the reality is, it all boils down on you, not his ultimate. Again, it boils down on how you will perform, how you would use Argus, how good you are when it comes to decision making when and when not to use your ultimate.
My once merciful heart is burning with fury.
Unstoppable!
Another issue is Wind of Nature and Winter Truncheon. People claim those 2 items work great against Argus. Well, they're actually correct. There's a huge problem though. Number 1, having those items mean the wearer will have less damage potential. And also, those items have a cooldown of more than 1 minute. And item cooldowns cannot be reduced. Remember, Argus ultimate has a cooldown of 22 to 35 seconds depending on the level and items you select. Well, this means if they use any of those 2 items against you, while they're in cooldown, you can use your ultimate twice. This gives you a window where you can play aggressively and chase those heroes to the ends of the earth and not worry about Wind of Nature or Winter Truncheon. Yes, they are greatly effective against you, but how frequent can they use those items? That's the question. In other words, this adjustment is not as bad as what other people think. Yes, it's not great, I agree, but it's not as awful as what other people say. Once you play enough games, you'll realize the advantages of the adjustment they made. One thing is for sure though, with a shorter duration, that only means it will be more challenging or more difficult to play as Argus. That however doesn't mean he is weaker. It only means you have to improve yourself.
Raphaela.
An enemy has been slain.
Raphaela. Some may fear death, but that would be
Also, I hate to spoil you guys, as this also removes the thrill of the game, but an upcoming adjustment will be made again, favoring the ultimate's duration. So that's one good news. Watch out for it. Rest assured that I will upload related content immediately once that adjustment is released. And if you guys haven't yet, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. It will definitely encourage me in creating more of these videos. Stay safe everyone. Peace.